Hello and welcome to the last module in the Google Drive section, module 3.5, additional file actions. In this module, we will be learning how to review a file, remove/delete files. We're going to be going to the details icon and right-click menu. So just right off the bat, we're going to be looking at the details icon. So if you look up in the top right corner of your screen, you're going to see this little eye, view details. Go ahead and click on that. And you're going to see this menu pop up on the right side. This menu displays information for which file you have selected over here. So if we click this file, we can see the information regarding this file in particular. So we can see things like who has access to it. There's a shortcut to manage the access. You can see what type of file it is, how big it is, how much storage is taking up in your overall storage, which you can see over here. Who owns it, the last time you've modified it, etc. So if I wanted to go see this one, you just click on this one and it updates. You get a short little preview here, who has access to it, and things like this. Now if you go look up here, you can go over to the activity section and you can see what has been going on within this file in regards to each specific user that has access to it. This information is only as extensive as the moment you added it to your Google Drive. Since this file has existed for much longer beforehand, I can only see the information since it has been added to the drive. So you can see here I have created the item at this time on this day and I put it in my drive. Now if someone else were to access the file or edit it or share it or anything like that, that would also be displayed here. Okay, just another tip that we had briefly covered before on how to remove or delete items. It's pretty simple. You can just select an item here, click the trash can up here, or click these three dots and select remove. To delete multiple files at once, if you select one file, hold shift and select this file down here. While you're holding shift, it'll select every file in between those two. Now if you hold control and you select two files, it'll just select those individual files and not everything in between. This can be very useful when you're trying to get rid of a lot of documents. So once they're all highlighted, it's the same procedure. You just right click and click remove. Now for whatever reason, the three dots does not work in this scenario where you have multiple files selected at once. It'll just deselect all the other files. Alright, now we're going to look at the right click menu. So when you right click a file, you're presented with many different options. And some of these can be very useful if you know how to use them. So we're going to look at preview. Go ahead and select this. You can preview this file without opening up another tab. This can save you a lot of time when you're searching for a specific document and you want to look through a couple of different ones. And this allows you to avoid having 100 tabs open at once. This screen also acts as a PDF view where you cannot edit it, but you can print, download, share, add it to a file, different things like that. Going back, we have a shortcut to get a link. This is where we can share, as we reviewed in section 3.4. You can also download it to your computer from this screen. You can move it to a different file. You can view the details, same as this button up here. Make a copy of it and delete it like we've already looked at. Alright, and that wraps up section 3.5, additional file actions.